Groovy.
Garubi.
Hey,
It's March. It's March.
March, brother.
The Ides of March are upon us, as is March
Yeah.
Madness.
Yeah, don't be going fucking all nuts on me tonight, bro.
Why is that?
It's March Madness.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. So kick it off, man. Kick it off, man. I didn't even notice. I was looking at the March Madness list and I was like, shit, looks like I'm kicking this motherfucking shit off, bro.
You
So
are.
kicking it off with a good one, man.
March
One I haven't
Madness.
seen. I haven't seen this in fucking a fat minute. So we'll be kicking March Madness off with Jacob's Ladder, which I think Verno that maybe kicked. I don't know if he kicked it off last year, but you know, man, that's over there, man.
Adrian Lynn directed this, who did what? Fatal Attraction.
Yep.
And did he do Basic Instinct? Was that him? No, that was Verhoeven.
Yeah.
But he was almost doing like M. Night Shyamalan before M. Night Shyamalan was somebody. Because this movie kind of seemed like an M. Night Shyamalan movie, sort of like a Sixth Sense type of thing.
Kinda, yeah. And I mean, this movie has just always been talked about, man, as you know, one of the great psychological thrillers. And you know, Tim Robbins, man, was just so damn good. He just got that look to him, man. He I want to say what year did Shawshank come out?
That came out in '94, so this was before
94,
Shawshank.
okay. That's what I thought. But yeah, so this
Even had what's his face in here from Seinfeld, Jason Alexander.
yeah, for a little bit. You also get that Pruitt Taylor Vince, who was in that Identity that we did.
Yeah, I was gonna say this movie. Well, Identity was in the 2000s, but this movie kind of seemed a little bit like Identity. It had the Identity vibe. This was definitely like those '90s films like Matrix, where you have like the main person, the main character in this like world that semi doesn't exist. Matrix was that. Butterfly Effect was another one. There's a lot of these '90s flicks that had this kind of vibe. So
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, before we completely dive into Jacob's Ladder, which I'm super excited to talk about, I figured let me see if we got any horror news this week. I don't think we got a crazy amount. I think it's really
Pretty
just a
slow.
little bit. Did you see Trick or? Well, no, actually, I think you showed it to me. Trick or Treat Studios is bringing a bunch of new horror figures in this
Yeah,
year.
they showed those at the toy fair. So yeah,
Yeah, they show the upcoming the molds or whatever
prototypes.
for the
Right.
upcoming. They had Maniac Cop, Leprechaun, which I'm so hyped that we're finally getting a Leprechaun. And from that, like, it wasn't a painted mold; it was just mold. It was just an unpainted mold. But
Yeah, some of them
from what I
weren't
saw,
finished. Yeah.
it looks so good, man. So I was super hype about that. Bunch of Hellraiser ones, and it was like all the Cenobites. It wasn't just Pinhead, which they always do. We got all the
Right.
Cenobites coming. Um, uh, I think they had a Terrifier. They had the gate. They had the little
Yeah.
little demon or whatever from the gate. So that's
Unusual to
gonna
see
be.
stuff in the gate. That's so real obscure.
I was gonna say they even had the zombies from Day of the Dead, and they had Tarman, I think, from Return of the Living Dead. I'm trying to think why I can't think of what this is from. Oh, Army of Darkness. They got the little wing bat demon or
Yes.
whatever.
Yeah.
So that was cool with the
Yeah.
tits.
They do interesting things. Trick or Treat Studios.
And they had they're not always like they're not super, articulate. They're more like statues where you can
Almost.
like
Yeah.
they remind me of like the movie Maniacs from McFarlane back in the day where they're not articulate.
Right.
They're more
Right.
you can move them a little, but they're more just, for a statue, just kind of like a statue figure. But yeah, they got a bunch of Terrifier ones coming with the pale girl and the main girl. I can't think of her name for some reason. You got Art the Clown Christmas. The Maniac Cop looked really good too.
Yeah, he wasn't quite all painted or anything yet either, but it's to get anything from Maniac Cop is
This is actually NECA doing the Christmas art.
okay.
So it looks like Trick or Treats is doing an art, which they're the ones who've been putting out art. So NECA finally got the rights to an Art the Clown, which is really cool.
Yeah, did you just
Because remember
see that?
Trick or Treats did that like 10-inch or maybe that 15-inch one, and then they did that mini one.
Right. I forget what it was. I just saw. I think it was Big Bad Toy Store. I think I just ordered.
That Maniac Cop looks sick, dude.
NECA, I think, just released
I'm most
another one
excited.
that's coming out.
That Leprechaun looks so good, though. What's up, GT? Station, second best psychological thriller of the 90s. I agree, brother. I agree. It's either second or third. I'd have to
I
look.
think NECA's doing
Exorcist is still number one for me, baby. Hey,
NECA's doing a Peter
Brother,
Cushing
dope.
as Van Helsing Ultimate, but I wasn't impressed with it. I didn't like the
Really?
face. Yeah.
I'll have to see. I didn't see that one. What's up, Fable? Yes, March Madness is here, brother. Heavy. What's up, my brother? What's up, Brett? It's about to get freaky up in this bitch. Hey, what's up, Kenneth? What's up, Jag? Jack's Law. What's up, bro? Yeah, man, the gate's a good one. Gate's a good one. Hey, Two Gun. What's up, my brother? It looks like those figures though aren't coming till 2026. So they're announcing them now, but they're not coming for a while. So
Yeah, that's always the way.
yeah. And it looks, oh man, I gotta get this. NECA announced they're doing an ultimate Curse of Michael Myers figure. You know I'm snagging that bitch. I fucking love Halloween 6, dude. And the Game of Jaws. NECA resurrects classic 1970s toy with deluxe upgrade. Oh man, so NECA's doing a
Oh, God.
Bruce. That's cool though.
That's like that's the thing they had this like operation with the shark where you're
Yeah,
pulling stuff out of his mouth. I
yeah,
remember that game.
that's gonna be cool, dude. Let me see.
Yeah, same thing with me too, Gun. I'm totally out of room for figures. So unless it's something that's really I have to have. I'm done. I
Well,
can't.
you're
no
out of
room.
room. I don't think Two Gun even has any figures. He's saying I got no room for figures. You're
I'm out of it.
you're
I'm
out of room for figures because you're already filled up.
Yeah. So unless it's something I really want, I'm done.
Yeah, I know it's tough, and because before when we were getting into them, they weren't even putting out as much stuff. Now they're going nuts with it, man. Now it's like Maniac Cop's getting a figure. Fucking The Gate is getting a figure. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Before
neat
it was
stuff,
just
but
like
I just yeah.
before it was just like Jason, Pennywise. It was just the main, like the Michael Myers. It wasn't anything crazy. Yeah, man. I mean, I got a basement I could fill up still, so I feel it, but I need the money first. Bring on the figures, but bring on the
And
loot.
they're getting expensive, so yeah.
They are, man. And that's the thing, the Trick or Treat ones, they're not at the level of NECA, but they're at like the price of NECA. I don't think they're 40, because I think NECA's up to like 40 now or
Well,
like
a lot
35.
of the ones were 20.
Okay,
For the
yeah.
smaller figures, but
I feel like, but now they're
more
starting
for
to
the
make
bigger
them a
ones.
little bigger. I think
Yeah.
they're making them a little bigger
40,
now.
50,
I
60
feel like
bucks,
they're at
yeah.
like they're at least at the 30 mark. Because I think that one Trick or
Well, I
Treat
got that Trick or Treat.
Terrifier I
I
got.
got that Tar Man from Trick or Treat, the big one.
Oh,
And that was
yeah,
like 130 for that.
yeah. You got the Terrifier one too in that one.
Yeah, and that was 130 for that.
This is the only one I got. I really
Right.
like it. And like they even did the
Yeah,
hard box.
I sent you that.
Yeah, you sent this one to me.
Yeah, what did I say there?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the one that you can stick in the refrigerator.
Yep.
If
I
you put
want
that- if you put that in the freezer, the blood comes on his output. Put it in the freezer.
Yep. I want to. Yeah, well, I've been keeping it in the package, but
No, keep it in the package in the freezer. It will turn.
well, I ain't got space to throw it in there yet. But
Just throw it in with your hamburger. You'll be fine.
I want to get the House of a Thousand Corpses ones because
Yeah, that's
those
nice.
are like
They
the
got
first
they got
ones.
the case. Yeah.
Thank you, bro.
Well, and they also got that Texas Chainsaw Massacre dinner scene that just came out with them around the table. That's a cool figure. That's that.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, Robbie. This is my favorite haircut I think I've ever got, bro.
It's very Mo Howard.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
You look like one of the Three Stooges, I'm saying.
Fuck you.
Yeah, remember Mo with the Mo cut?
That is not at all.
It's pretty Mo.
No,
If you cut it right here, it's Mo.
absolutely not.
What size pasta bowl was that? Was that a number 5 spaghetti bowl?
Bro, this is a professional barber cut my shit.
So it was it was an Italian barber.
He might have been Italian. I don't know. It could have been Greek.
I just bust you, man.
I know.
Look, my hair's a disaster.
I forget. It was actually a buddy that me and my buddy Rob went to high school with.
I want to tell you right now, who has the better haircut right now? Dylan or my dog? look at that hair.
My guy went to London to learn how to cut hair.
Hey, this is a $60 haircut right here on this dog. So
Mine was like 50.
they will go hashtag it's Mo.
Fuck you guys.
That's great. Let's trend that tonight. Hashtag it's Mo.
You guys are assholes for that.
It's Mo.
Did they announce any new? Oh, they did announce. They announced that artwork for Jason X and Jason Goes to Hell Arrow 4K, which they're like they're similar.
I like them. I like it. I do like it.
Yeah, it's
You
that
know,
similar.
Yeah.
It's like the same. If you compare, it's like that similar artwork that they did with the remake.
Yeah.
If you look at
I like those movies, but I'm gonna pass on those. I got them in the box set. I'm good with them.
like the remake, it's kind of like just
Yeah,
the front face with
Yeah.
like the crack down the middle.
I'm conflicted because if you look online,
I love
You-
Jason X.
Well, I thought you said you love Jason Goes to Hell.
That's
See, a
my
lot of people hate Jason Go to Hell.
I don't love Jason Goes to Hell.
Oh, okay, it's Jason X you love.
It's Jason X I love.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think
I
Jason
do.
Goes to Hell is probably one of the weakest ones.
I don't. Yeah, that's the weakest one in my opinion. But I don't hate it. I
I don't
appreciate
understand.
something
I don't
different.
understand why they picked that one to go to the 4K treatment. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe that's all they could get the rights to.
maybe it right now. Yeah,
I would like to see. I would have bought it if it was Jason Lives. I like Jason Lives.
I'm hoping they do Jason versus Freddy next. Jason Lives.
I like Jason Lives.
Wait, what part 5 or whatever?
Isn't that 6? Jason Lives.
Yeah. That's
the one with the guy. The guy gets.
I feel like they're gonna do them all. I think they're just like slowly putting them out. I feel like they're putting the worst ones out first.
No, I think what's happening is the rights were with Shout Factory, and they're losing the rights in weird order.
Probably because they're owned by different companies.
Right.
Each one like I forget, man.
Isn't Jason Lives the one where they Frankenstein them? Where he comes back and gets the pole electrified.
Yeah.
That's how he does it. Yeah. Okay. I like that one though. I like the look of him in that movie.
Me too. That's actually one of my favorite ones. But I thought the artwork looked really good. And this is the Jason X.
Oh no,
X one.
Oh no, I think the artwork is great.
Yeah.
I just don't think I'm going to spend the $40 for those movies when I got them.
Well, you got to remember too, though, that the Friday the 13th remake started at $40. I ended up getting it for like $24. So it dropped a significant amount.
I saw that
because I gotta ask Evan. Check the Amazon. How much did we get? How much did we get it for? Like $24, 25.
Did you get with the case?
Yeah.
Doesn't it have a hard case?
No, it's a slip. They're just slips. They're good slips, but yeah, and they come with posters. They didn't come with that thick hard box.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one with the Freddy thing at the end.
Right, where he comes up.
I like Jason. Hell, yeah, it's the weakest, but I still like it. 22 even. I was a little high. So for an Arrow 4K, I'll pay 22. Yeah. And because I love Jason and I love Jason X and I love the artwork on those, man. That's the one where he gets blown up is Jason Goes to Hell. It's Jason Goes to Hell, and then they were supposed to do Freddy versus Jason right after that with the ending, but they were having issues with New Line Cinema, so they put out Jason X to because just in the meantime, that shit, it took probably like another decade for that shit to come out, and then they finally did Freddy versus Jason in like the 2000s. Yeah, I was gonna say, man, because I remember I forget why that was, but I remember I think I ordered it twice because I was nervous it was gonna sit because it was selling out everywhere. And I was like, you should just take the second one, and I'm glad I did because remember how hard that ended up being to get, let alone for 22. Let me see, dude, crazy, man. Evan just told me though that the chick from Menorah just won fucking, man, what the fuck? Nosferatu didn't win nothing. That's some bullshit.
It wasn't up much anyway.
It should have fucking got best cinematography though.
Yeah, everybody raved about that Noah movie. I haven't watched it yet. I'll probably get to it.
That movie was so good. I don't know how much you'll like it. But I think you'll like some aspects of it. That's for sure. There's a lot of nudity in it. A lot of nudity. And it's good nudity, too. That chick is so fucking hot in it.
Yeah, most of the movies they nominated this year I really didn't care about. So they're probably good
Yeah,
movies. Just,
it's a good movie. It's a good movie. It got a Criterion release that I'm gonna pick up too. Looks like Bad Channels from Full Moon's getting a Blu-ray.
yeah, and they're finally releasing Crash and Burn in June on Blu-ray.
I was gonna say that was the next one. I was just gonna say Crash and Burn's
I'll
getting a
pick that one
Blu-ray.
up.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What did the Substance win?
I think Demi Moore won.
Oh, okay, I could see that.
Demi Moore won, and Honora won Best Picture or something. I think she won Best Actress. Dylan, you ever cruise the apps where you just talk to random people? Nah.
I'm sure they'll do a Gene Hackman thing because he just passed away.
I've never done that. I forget what that's called.
Oh, Demi Moore did not win. Okay.
I should cruise the fucking random apps where you just get
Corey Feldman had a crazy haircut. Was it a mo cut? Just fucking with you, man. That's all.
one Best Makeup Effects. No. Oh, I thought she did win. She won the Golden Globe. Oh, you were saying she won the Golden Globes and then she won. Yeah, if I did, I would explode. Well, why would I explode? Hey, well, Jack's Law seems to think that I have a look that is dope as shit. So fuck you, Scarphead. I like this guy. I like Jack. Jack's the man. Yeah, no, I should like do an OF, man. Yeah, I can make some big money. If I could like rap, you know how many people think that I'm like a rapper? Because obviously everybody thinks I look like MGK. But no skill in that. My only skill is watching movies and bullshitting about them with Scarface.
Who the fuck is MGK?
He's the rapper from Cleveland, Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh, I've heard. Okay.
It's like one of the hottest chicks ever. Be cool for 6 minutes. Yeah, I forget. I don't know the app though you're talking about.
Oh.
Yeah, but there wasn't much. The Monkey did get announced for 4K though, and I think that Mickey 17 come out in theaters this week. The Pattinson movie.
I don't know. What's that about?
It's I don't know, man. It's some Pattinson movie directed by that guy that did Parasite. It looks good.
Oh, Bong Ho Kim.
Yeah. Omni TV or Minch yet? No, I've never heard of those. I'm not showing that shit.
Come on, show that.
No.
Come on, show that, you punk ass bitch.
I'm good.
Put it up there. Let's give it.
I'm good. You see it, saw it. Yeah, but that's it. Mausoleum looks like it's getting a. Oh no, that's already put up. Yeah, not much though. They did announce some shit. There was some leaks for Avengers Doomsday that looked really cool though, and it was showing Doctor Doom. Yeah, bro, that's
tell me that's not Dylan right there. Look at that. Make that face.
That's way off, bro. That haircut is not even fucking close. Not even close.
What do you think? Okay.
The You messed my fucking thought up, bro. What was I saying? Oh, they announced though like these fucking test footage or whatever of or preview art of yeah, I know what you were talking about, Mausoleum. I got that one on Blu-ray. It's a dope
I
ass
haven't I
cover.
haven't watched that in a long time. I have it too.
Yeah. But yeah,
You should watch
they
that on
showed
the Discord one.
they showed these dope ass pictures of Doctor Doom on like a throne and shit of what he's supposed to look like for Doomsday. So that looked really cool. But yeah, let's we'll dive into some Jacob's Ladder now. So what? 1990 Jacob's Ladder.
Hey guys, get over here.
That's why I told you not to get 3 dogs. You can't even take care of 2.
Come here. It's a cat's fault because cats make him chase him.
That's crazy. The dude that did fucking Flash Dance did Jacob's Ladder. That's wild.
What do you mean?
That's you just wouldn't think. But yeah, so 1990 Jacob's Ladder came out. Been a long ass time since I've seen this film. I've only seen this like once, and it was back in the day.
Yeah, I would say probably that's true to me too.
Yeah. It says, yeah, from the director of Fatal Attraction and Indecent Proposal, which I've never seen Indecent Proposal. Have you?
Yeah, that's the Woody Harrelson movie where he tries to get Michael Douglas gets his wife for sleep with the guy's wife. Robert Redford, I think it was.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's all right. He's gonna pay him $1 million to sleep with his wife.
Oh, okay. So, do you remember seeing this back in the day when it first came out, 1990?
Yeah, I saw it on video when it came out. I remember liking it. I think I was confused by a lot of it because a lot of it is very, confusing. But you kind of now.
Yeah, it's a little over.
I haven't seen it in a long time, and I wasn't confused by it this time. And I got what they were going for. I kind of got that. It's one of these movies that's it's basically is all in his head between the time he's dying.
Okay. I was gonna say I wanted you to kind of because it's been so long for me. I kind of wanted to see what your thoughts were because I had figured you'd saw this when it first came out.
Yeah, I mean, basically, yeah. I mean, it starts off in Vietnam, and these guys are on patrol, and you think they're being overrun by the Viet Cong, the enemy. They're not. They're being overrun by themselves
Right.
because the government has shot them up with this chemical that's going to make them go super berserk, and they end up going berserk not on the enemy but on themselves. And he basically, you see him getting stabbed, and as soon as he gets stabbed, it goes flash forces ahead. You're assuming he's come home, but he hasn't come home. You find out during the course of the movie that he lost his son in a car accident. Which is Macaulay Culkin. And you think he lives with Elizabeth Pena, his wife or his girlfriend, who's smoking hot. I love Elizabeth Pena.
Smoking hot, dude.
So good in this one.
His girlfriend was way hotter than his wife.
She looks better in this one than she did later on in Predator or Beverly Hills Cop. But
right.
But yeah, I mean, you don't know what's going on. You get that sequence where you see snippets of stuff going on in Vietnam. He's in that like hospital where they're working on him, and he sees Elizabeth Pena. Elizabeth Pena is the doctor in that case. So you see people that are supposedly in his life throughout the various flashes. And in the end, you find out basically that he's just living the dream in the moment between living and dying.
Yeah.
And then he gets reunited with the son, and they go to heaven.
They say too, like that you have that chemical release of like DMT or whatever when you're dying, so that people's like when the people are dying and they
Right.
like have
Well,
brought back to life.
you're assuming that whatever chemical that is in his bloodstream because of what he did is responsible for
Yeah,
what's going on.
this would be a mixture. I don't know.
So yeah, I mean, I'm rewatching this movie. You know, I love the vibe of the movie. The ending is great. You know, you get the feels, the father and son where he gets reunited. So you
Yeah.
get kind of that. You get the kind of, you almost get the same vibe you did in Field of Dreams where Kevin Costner gets reunited with his dad at the end, and you know, you get it's sad but it's happy at the same time.
Right.
And the look of the movie is fantastic. Now I think somewhere along the line they came out with a longer cut of this movie,
Oh, really?
which isn't that,
I
which
was gonna
isn't
say.
this. And I'm not sure the longer cut is any better. I think it just kind of goes through, has a couple other like scenes and stuff like that. So you know, this movie tries to throw you off. It tries to throw you off with the fact that they go to Jason Alexander to sue the government, and his friends won't cooperate. And my one problem with the movie now that I really didn't have before, but I do have a problem with it now, and I think it knocks it down. I think it knocks down a percentage point for me is the fact that because this whole movie basically up to the part where he gets killed is in his head. So even that part of that movie where the guy comes from and go, "Hey, look, I was a guy who developed this drug, and they experimented on you." That guy that comes calls him up. That's all bullshit. That's in his head. So you really don't know that that's even what happened. That's unreliable. So all you know is he gets killed in Nam, and from that point forward, everything else is unreliable. So you get the blurb at the end where he goes, you know, in Vietnam, this was happening. Well, that's good, but it kind of invalidates the message because you really don't know that that really is true because none of that is true. It's all in his head. I still like the movie a lot. I still think it accomplishes what it sets out to accomplish.
Yeah.
You know, and an interesting thing today is I just watched today. I watched the episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation where Picard gets an entire lifetime of memories beamed into his head by a satellite, and he lives an entire life in like 20 minutes. And that's kind of similar to this. This guy almost lives an entire lifetime as between that point where he's living and dying. So it's a very interesting movie, and it's a different type of movie for this director who did like mostly semi-erotic thrillers. And there's a little bit of erotic stuff in this, but not really a lot. So yeah, it's interesting. It's a very interesting movie.
Yeah. No, definitely. Yeah, 'cause when I was a kid and watched this shit just went completely over my head, and I really didn't care for it, to be honest, because you know I just didn't really understand what the hell was going on. But rewatching it now, I definitely really did enjoy it. I'd like to watch it again, to be honest. And it does look like there is a director's cut. Said that they added some deleted scenes really, and a lot of those scenes were more towards the end. So I'd be curious just to see the differences of the director's cut and this one. I'm sure this one's probably better, but they might just add a little bit on to like the ending or something. I don't know. But yeah, I thought it was a really good movie. I like when he's like seeing those demons or whatever. So there was kind of some cool practical effects.
I think the director's cut was only on the DVD, like one of the versions of the DVD.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
you could still find it if you want to.
Yeah, I'm sure we could find it. I was looking on Amazon. I don't see it on Amazon, but I think you could probably find it on eBay or something. But I'm sure there's definitely a way to find it for sure. But yeah, I don't know if anybody could have done it, but Tim Robbins. There's something about him, man, that I just love, man. Where he's just, he's just like, you could just tell he's one of these nice, like he just comes off as such a nice guy, but that because he's also supposed to be really smart too. from like the chiropractor that keeps saying that he's got like a doctorate or whatever, but he never used it. So
The only thing the only thing I kind of skipped because I think I kind of had to leave the room for a second. Is I didn't get who was that guy that Danny Aiello played that busted him out of the hospital. Was he anybody? Because he didn't
that
seem
was
to
his
be in the movie much.
chiropractor.
Okay, that was his chiropractor.
That
Oh,
was
that's right.
chiropractor.
That's right.
Yeah, which was weird that he kind of just came to like save him like that. But yeah, I like that. I really liked his like relationship with him and his chiropractor.
Yeah.
I really
What,
liked that.
my problem with the movie is it comes up as that's all bunk. None of that happened.
Is it that it didn't happen?
None of it happened. None of it happened. He never came home from Vietnam.
I was gonna say yes because maybe that's like him thinking of something that he did before. Well, no, not really, because he's got his injury. His injuries are because of Nam.
Right. Yeah, he didn't get home from Nam. He died at the table.
Yeah. Right.
So
yeah, I know that's
my
I didn't think about that. I was thinking it was kind of like a version of like a version of his relationship with him.
I suppose. I mean, evidently he had. It could have been. I mean, those characters could have been real, but you don't know because obviously his son was real at some point. His relationship with his son was before he went to Nam. So some of those characters could be real, I guess, but you don't know. You don't know. He could have had that back injury, and he was thinking about his wife. Remember, his wife was the wife that you saw that visited him in the hospital with his kids, I think.
Wait, what did you say?
The wife that comes visits him in the hospital with those two bratty kids,
right?
I think really is his wife. But
I think so too. Yeah, yeah.
But it's a little convoluted in that area.
I could see because he also says that what was it? The girl with Elizabeth Pena, the chick he like his girlfriend. He said when he wakes up to his wife, he says, "Oh, I had a dream about so and so that works at the post office with me." So I could see her just being maybe like the hot post office worker that like delivered mail.
Or was she the doctor that? Who knows?
Or she could have been the doctor, or
I doubt she was a doctor though, because there was no.
She could have just been the. I think she was maybe the hot post office lady that came dropped off mail in his neighborhood that he was just remembering.
But they could have fleshed that out a little bit more,
Yeah. Maybe in the director's cut that's fleshed out.
I don't know. Maybe
in the ending scene, I'm not sure. I definitely am gonna look out for a DVD copy if I could find one cheap. Because I would definitely like this movie's worth it. I would love to. I'm sure we could find a director's cut of this.
Yeah, I mean, it probably will be. I mean, that's a. I'm glad I have it. But that's a.
I was gonna say, what was it? It was only like $5. It was like $10.
Oh, yeah, it was like. Oh my god, it was a terrible. It's a terrible transfer. So.
Yeah, it's not. Lionsgate never does good with the transfers. Never.
Well, especially it's an old. You can tell it's an old transfer.
Yeah, it's very old. I can't believe nobody's done like a 4K or like fucking Criterion hasn't picked it up. Like for as much as this movie gets raved on, like and I've never heard anybody say a bad.
Yeah, that's what Syndrome should be doing.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, I was gonna say because don't they have the Lionsgate thing now? Lionsgate or is it Paramount? I think it's Paramount.
Yeah,
but ridiculous.
Yeah,
it's their Puppets versus Neo Theater. Master of Puppets for sure, bro. I love Master of Puppets. But yeah,
you got a lot of big actors. You had Ving Rhames, and you had Jason Alexander.
Yeah, Ving Rhames isn't in it for much though, right?
No, he's not in it for much, but he's in it.
Yeah, but yeah, he's a big name. Decent name at least, and like you said, Jason Alexander, which was left field, but yeah, that was good. You even get what was that? One of his army buddies, Eric LaSalle.
Well, Eric LaSalle was in it,
yeah. Yeah, and yeah, I love Danny Elio though as his chiropractor. My girl told me she's scared to go to a chiropractor because of this movie. I don't think you. I don't think you got the movie then. But you know, he does make that comment. Tim Robbins makes that comment to his chiropractor that he's like, "Has anyone ever told you that you're like a cherub?" Like, so I wonder if he was like,
And in fact, one of the guy,
maybe if he was like some type of angel or something.
the army guy that was sitting there crying, that was the guy who was the killer in Identity.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say that's a James, whatever Pruitt or Pruitt Taylor Vince. I'm sorry, Pruitt Taylor
Right.
Vince. Which is funny because I feel like ever since I've fallen in love with Identity, I see him in so much stuff now. That guy's in a bunch of stuff recently that I've been watching.
Right, and what's his face did him dirty in The Walking Dead there.
Dude, that's so funny. Fable, I swear to God, I didn't even read your fucking thing until just now because I know you said it like 4 minutes ago. But I literally said like I thought he was an angel, and then I'm like scrolling through, and I see you're like I think he was an angel and he was in purgatory. Or maybe I saw it and I blocked it out, but yeah, I definitely think that too, man. Or no, I saw you thought he was a legend and he was in purgatory. That's the one I saw. Yeah, but that when he makes that cherub like that comment about him looking like a cherub, I feel like that I would definitely buy that he was an angel. But dude, yeah, I thought Tim Robbins was fantastic at it, and that you get a little bit of practical effects with like those inhuman people, as Tim Robbins calls them. You know, the people that have like no face, and that scene when they're at like the party, and it's like the snake with the rattle tail, and it's like oversized, and his girlfriend has like the spike come out through her mouth. There's some really good scenes in there, and then obviously the whole scene with him, with the with his temperature, you know, rising, and they have to throw him in the ice bath, and he's just like screaming. He's like, "You're killing me! You're killing." Dude, Tim Robbins is just a fucking legend, dude. I could see that, yeah. Was probably a demon trying to tear him away from his family. You know, I was gonna like listen to some explain videos, but I kind of wanted to like, I should have probably for the review, but I was trying to really kind of go in and just hear like what me and Scarpat would go back and forth. I didn't want to just like hear what people for sure thought, because obviously I'm sure there's a bunch of explain videos that will say like, hey, Elizabeth Pena, she was a demon, and the chiropractor was an angel. And it's like I kind of wanted to just have me and
I didn't get any of that.
off each other.
I didn't get any of that. Maybe, but I doubt it.
No, well, I think that the chiropractor was some type of angel, but you guys remember when he's getting like done on, he keeps talking about all these inhuman like demons around him that he keeps seeing. They have like no.
And then in the hospital, the weirdest scene where he goes in the mental institution, that could be purgatory.
Yeah, well, that's what Fable was saying, that they were because Elizabeth Pena is one of those people, and she's in like a doctor uniform, and that they're trying to keep him away, keep him in purgatory. It's just a different way of showing it, and you know, a lot of people I feel like aren't gonna really think that deep on it, but it's definitely a possibility for sure,
right.
And it's one that you can kind of dive deep into. It's definitely one I'm gonna watch again. But I really do want to check out that director's cut, and because I saw Macaulay in it, and I thought he was going to have a bigger role in it, but
he gets hit by a truck and that's it.
Yeah. But he was great for what he's in it. He's great, man. He's just such a cute little kid back then, man. I always loved Macaulay. But yeah, man, I just fucking thought Tim Robbins, dude, just absolutely knocked it out of the park, man. I'm so glad we ended up deciding that I ended up picking this one Because like I said, I have not seen this in forever, and I don't even count seeing it when I was a kid because it all just went over my head, and I didn't really understand. So really, this felt like my first time watching it, honestly. When he accepts reality, he finally sees the light. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yes, I wish I wish that fucking disc, man, looked better. It wasn't the greatest disc, but it's shot really well. It's a really well shot film. It's actually weird. You would think that what was it? Adrian Lynn or Lionel Adrian Lynn. You would think he'd have done more. He hasn't done that much.
Adrian Lynn was a music video director.
Was he? Okay.
Yes.
That makes sense why he did Flashdance. But he hasn't done a lot. I mean, for a guy,
No, not anymore. He's out.
for a guy, I mean, Flashdance. That's still a big movie to
Right.
Fatal Attraction. That's I mean that's a big movie. And Jacob's Ladder. It's like those are very popular movies. It's weird. I mean, he doesn't have that much stuff. But the same thing is said about Frank Darabont. I mean, the guy did Shawshank Redemption. He did fucking Green Mile. He did The Mist. He did some of the best episodes in The Walking Dead. And it's like the guy just hasn't really done much. You would think, I mean, the guy should, I mean, Shawshank Redemption and Green Mile are I mean, especially Shawshank, one of the greatest movies of all time. And the guy doesn't have that big of a feel. Like he should be doing a fucking movie
Right.
every year or two. You know what I mean? So it's weird. Some of these really incredible filmmakers, they weird. It's weird, man. Frank Darabont kind of had some bullshit happen to him because with the Walking Dead stuff, that was there was a lot of drama going on with that. Yeah,
Frank Darabont did The Mist.
I definitely did. Yeah,
It's a good movie.
I love The Mist. That's such a good movie. And Shawshank and Green Mile, man. I watch those movies like once a year. I just love Shawshank. Is such a good fucking movie, dude. I used to always like Green Mile actually more, but over time I prefer Shawshank.
Yeah, I like Shawshank better, but Green Mile's a good movie.
Green Mile is a great movie, but
I just think Shawshank's better.
Shawshank's better, but Green Mile just does something to me with fucking why can't I think of the main black guy, the big black guy? What was his name? Clark Duncan, yeah. He just does something to me. He just, that one's a lot sadder to me. That has such a sad ending. Like they're too, like
right. The Shawshank has an optimistic ending.
Yeah, yep. And that's where I feel like I can watch Shawshank a little bit more because it has that better ending. That's like you said, more optimistic. Where Green Mile, man, you're just like, fuck, dude, don't put him in the dark. Don't put him in the dark, boss.
Right. I mean,
I love them both.
Andy, what was it? Andy Pruitt, Andy Taylor. What was his name in the Shawshank Redemption? I mean, he basically
Dufresne.
I mean, he basically gets raped in prison for 20 years, but
I know,
it's still optimistic.
Yeah.
They just don't show it there. I wish I could tell you, Andy, now had a better time. But I can't.
I wish I could tell you he didn't fight to save his asshole every day. But the sisters, they got to him. And they like the little fight. They liked him. They liked fighting him.
For somebody who got gang raped for 10 years, he's a pretty optimistic dude.
I love when he fucking goes in the shower with him. He's like, did anybody come at you yet? I could be a friend to you. I could be a great friend. He just walks away. He's like, oh.
It's like Tony says on The Sopranos, you gotta do what you gotta do in prison. It don't count.
Right. That's what they all say. That's what they all say.
It's there's no gay in prison, man.
Oh my god. Jeez. Yeah. But yeah, that one guy, man, he gets his ass beat.
Yeah.
All he had to do was once he started doing them taxes, man, everything fell into place for him. Oh my god. Um, yeah, man. So I was gonna say, like, so what would have been maybe like one of your favorite scenes in this, though? You got a favorite scene, or you have maybe favorite character? I definitely am going the girlfriend, man. It's either the girlfriend or the chiropractor. The girlfriend was smoking hot, man.
We picked
But
Tanya's name.
you could take the girlfriend if you
That's
want.
all right.
I'll take the chiropractor because I love the chiropractor was great, man. I loved their
I don't
relationship.
think I don't think I'm a favorite character, but I like the I love the purgatory scene was great.
Yeah,
And the scene and the opening scene in Nam I thought was really good too.
yeah, definitely. If I was gonna say favorite scene, I'd probably say when they're at that party and then she has like the snake and then all that.
That's why,
He
yeah.
starts freaking out. Plus, I love the bathtub scene. That's another really great scene. I just thought Tim Robbins really knocked it out the park. It's no surprise that he got Shawshank Redemption after, I know that was like 3 years later, but um, I feel like he really showed that, he was a very likable guy in this movie, and you really felt for him, and that's a big part of Shawshank Redemption too. Um, but he also like he's like that's a big part of Shawshank too. It's like where he's smart and like they say it's like he had a thing about it. He like walked through the prison. He walked through the prison like he was strolling through the park, gazing at birds and all this. But he had it where he was like.
And, I mean, the man got gang raped for 10 years. He had to shovel 200 feet of dirt with a teaspoon for 15 years. And then to get out of the place, he had to crawl through 800 feet of shit. So, man, it wasn't easy.
Yeah,
through all that.
Face Distorts was ill. That was a good one, too. Yeah, there's some great scenes in this. I really hope this gets a good 4K. That's the thing, man, about Lionsgate. I feel like Lionsgate never really gives their stuff out. And well, I know The Witch is Lionsgate, and that went to Second Sight, so it is possible. Maybe if an overseas boutique label picked it up.
Yeah.
But I feel like American boutique, like Scream Factory or
I don't think the movie's well known enough here or now that they'd put it out just because I don't think it. But who knows? They're putting real obscure stuff out, so it could get a 4K at some point.
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely possible. It's definitely a need, man, because this. I mean, at least we have a way to watch it, but it's definitely in need of an upgrade. The way this movie looks, it deserves a nice, good 4K scan. That's for sure. Yeah, Jesse and the chiropractor are definitely. Besides Tim Robbins, those would be my two favorite supporting characters. They were really good. Yeah, I overall really enjoyed it. I was super glad to go back to it. Like I said, man, I've heard so much about the movie for years, dude, and I didn't own it first off. I mean, I could have found a way to watch it, but yeah, I just never got to it, man. And like I said, because when I was a kid, it just went over my head, man. It was something that I just, I watched and I was like, I think I probably watched it with my parents or something too. And I just, all of that shit went over, man. I didn't pick up on none of that, but yeah, I thought it was great, man. Definitely good. And it's one of those movies too. I feel like you might pick up on new things each time you watch it too. You know what I mean? And you might feel a little different about something too each time you watch. It's a really deep movie. It's a deep movie, man. And they had that scene too about like the drugs that were given, almost as if it was like something that really happened to soldiers back in the day. Is that?
Well, yeah, they did a lot of shit to soldiers.
Maybe not that. Maybe not that. I don't know.
There's various conspiracy theories say they definitely did do shit to soldiers, but
yeah,
Well,
especially because the guy that making the drugs was like some hippie making LSD in his fucking
right. But he was once again that guy was made up in his head. So, so
Was he though?
yes, all that shit was made up in his head. He never came home. That's my
Right, I
knock
know
on the
he didn't
movie.
come home, but what if he talked to that guy while he was overseas? Because he says that he was in Baghdad
It
or
don't matter. It don't matter. Everything is no, never happened.
yeah. I know, that's the hard part about it because you're like,
Right.
you know what I mean?
That's my knock on the movie. It gets deducted 1 point because of that.
Yeah. Well,
The
shit.
dog stares at me, man. He won't break my stare. I want to put. Remember that episode? Remember that episode of Star Trek where they beam down the planet and Kirk gets duplicated, becomes evil Kirk,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
they had the dog and they had put a horn on its head just so it wouldn't look like a dog. I'm gonna get the horn for this one.
You should. That would be cool. That would be sweet. That would be sweet.
He stares at me and won't look away. The motherfucker will not break my stare. Like he won't look away when I
Dude.
stare at him.
When dogs stare at you, man, they really feel a connection because they say dogs don't like to make eye contact. So, that dog's obsessed with you. I heard they did something like that in World War II. Maybe it was a subconscious thought of his. Yeah, definitely a possibility.
Yeah.
I wonder who was the cinematographer on this movie.
I don't know.
And look at that. Written by Bryce Joel Rubin. Director of photography, Jeffrey L. Kimball. Let's see, what has he done?
I never heard of him.
Yeah, well, dude, we don't always look up, you know, you're not always looking at cinematographers, though. You gotta remember that. Said he's cinematographer Mission Impossible 2, cinematographer Star Trek Nemesis, cinematographer for Top Gun, cinematographer for The Expendables, Glory Road, Be Cool, Four Christmases, Wild Things, love Wild Things. Oh wow, he worked with he was the director of photography for True Romance. Love that movie. Director of photography for Beverly Hills Cop 2. The Specialist, Wind Talkers, which that's another good one, Wind Talkers. So he's done a good amount of movies. Nothing like where you're like, oh my god, this is crazy. True Romance and Top Gun would be my two big ones too. Top Gun, True Romance, and Jacob's Ladder. Those would be the big three in my opinion. But yeah, I thought the movie was great. True Romance is so good, dude. I fucking love True Romance is one of my fucking favorites, dude. I love that movie. Oh my god, Alabama just gets me going. She's so hot. I wish I had a girlfriend like that. Ride or die, man. I watch too many movies, so none of these girls will ever never be like that. No, girls just aren't like that nowadays, man. Alabama, man.
What are you talking about?
True Romance. The movie. Just throw you off the fact that he was dead the whole time. Yeah, probably.
Right.
Yeah, Gary Oldman with the fake Jamaican. So good. So good. With the scar, man. Yeah, he was fucking so good in that. So what do you want to rate this, brother? Anybody in the chat? You've seen Jacob's Ladder. Let us know your rating down below. Dude, should we? I was gonna say, should we just change? Should we just rate it out of 10, man?
No.
We'll just do 5.
Too late to change.
It's never
Well, as I said, I'm knocking it. I'm knocking it a point for the fact that he was pretty much dead to the whole thing. I'm knocking a whole point, but I would have given this movie a 5. I'm giving it a 4 because he's basically dead and it's all bullshit. But but I give it a 4, which is still good. A really good, a really good.
Really good.
I thought it was a good movie.
Yeah, I'm debating on a 5. I'm definitely at a 4.5 for sure. I'm gonna give it a 5. Nah, 4.5. 4.5. I'm at 4.5 because it's not my favorite psychological thriller of all time either.
No,
But yeah, I go 4.5. I think that's fair as hell too. It's not perfect. I think it definitely has a couple kinks that could have been worked out, but I still think it's a great movie. Great movie. So yeah, I think 4.5 solid. I definitely can see why you'd give it a 4 because I could even go like 4.25, but 4.5 is I think perfect because it is a really good film and my nitpicks on it are very minor. So 0.5 off is I think that's right on the money.
Yeah.
So you're 4. It looks like Two Gun also gave it a 4. Fables at 4.5 is my favorite psychological thriller of the 90s. Screw The Exorcist 3. Yeah. I'd probably go with a 4 2 for my first watch. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this was better than Exorcist 3.
We're at like we're at like a 4.25. Yeah, I love Exorcist 3, but I don't know, man. I would maybe put this over Exorcist 3 as well.
The reason why I would give this over Exorcist 3, because I'm not even a big Exorcist 3 fan. The reason I would do that is because the original version of Exorcist 3 was terrible, and it was only the director's cut that made it good, at least bearable. And that's not the case with this movie. This movie's good right from the beginning. So
True,
I give it.
True.
I give it.
You don't need the director's cut.
You don't need that director's cut because the original version of Exorcist 3 is a mess.
Yeah,
it was hacked up so badly. It wasn't until Blatty came out with his director's cut where it got as good as it got. So
yeah, I like them both a lot, but I think after seeing this, I think there's so much you can kind of pick out from this, and I feel like I'll like it even more the more I watch it too. But I do hope it gets a good 4K soon. I hope it gets or at least like even just a Blu-ray with a better scan. I don't even need a 4. I just want a better. I might honestly try to track down that DVD with the director's cut because I feel like a DVD might even look better than this Blu-ray. I don't know.
DVD would probably look about the same.
You think? Yeah.
Pretty close.
So yeah, so I'd say, man, with all the 4, with a couple 4s and a couple 4.5, that's probably about an average of 4.25. So we got some show and tell this week.
I got a couple things, but if you want to go first, go ahead.
Actually, I don't even. I'd have to grab mine so you can go first.
Okay, go ahead. Not much.
Yeah.
I got a couple things. So hold on a second.
Actually, while you're doing that, then I only got 3 things. So I got this. I got Falling Skies, the complete series. I've been down a rabbit hole with this show. Executive producer Steven Spielberg and starring Noah Weil. Nice box set. I ended up sending my Blu-ray back because I wanted this box set because the Blu-ray was just a crappy ass standard case. But this is a really good show. I'm on season 3 right now. It got 5 seasons, so really cool box set too.
First 3 are the best.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say season 2 to 3. There's like a jump too.
Yeah, a
Like
little bit of a
it's
jump.
like a pretty decent amount of a jump.
I think the same thing happens between
Oh,
three
it's the Two Gun Scene Falling Skies. I didn't know that. He says underrated series. Yeah, it has kind of like a Walking Dead vibe.
Walking Dead meets aliens. Yeah.
Yeah, and Scarp had sent, I think, me and Two Gun both a copy of The Day That Earth Stood Still, which this has been out of print for a long time. It's Fox, so it was only $5 on Amazon, so I was super happy that
$6.
$6, five.
$5.99.
$5.99. But I was super happy to get a copy of that, and yeah, I've been trying to watch some of these TV shows recently. And I don't know if I showed this off. I think I did, but I got East. I think I showed this off last week, but I got Eastbound and Down because it was only like $15. Which, if you know, man, you know Kenny motherfucking Powers, man, is so fucking funny. Guys snagged Vice Principals because it only went 2 seasons, but him and Walton Goggins, and it was only like $10. So, but yeah, Falling Skies, man, has been my fucking shit right now. That's probably what I'm gonna be watching tonight. Is some Falling. I gotta get back into season. I gotta start up my season 3. I think I'm on season 3, episode 2. Yeah, I'm on episode 2. Almost forgot about that one. I really like that show, dude. Yeah. Walmart.
Well, it's on Max. If anyone wants to watch it, it's on.
Oh yeah, it is on HBO Max. But this is, you can't get this box. Only fucking Walmart has this box set. It's like $50 right now, but you can get it on Blu-ray for like 40.
A lot more bucks. Yeah, $40.
But it's just like a standard Blu-ray case with all the discs in it. So I really wanted like this nice box set because I actually have been really enjoying the
The
show.
only problem is it's Warner Brothers. Let's hope it don't rot.
Yeah, true. It's Warner Brothers TNT. Yeah, well, I actually was gonna snag that Blu-ray set. I actually, because I want to own it on Blu-ray too. So yeah, but I want to wait. I'm gonna buy it around Black Friday when it's cheaper than $40. So
Yeah, I'll go down. I'll go out front.
yeah, so it is Warner Brothers. Fuck, dude. Now I'm scared. I think now everything I look at that's Warner Brothers, I'm like, fuck, dude. I gotta watch that video.
Let's see what I got. A couple things I got. I picked
Yeah,
up this week.
It's blame Dylan, that's for sure. Blame Scarpad got me hooked on the show.
So I picked up this. Came out from Severin, The Mask of Satan. Love that cover. It's a Lamberto Bava. So if you like your Italian horror movies, I haven't seen it yet. Lamberto Bava, Mario's brother or uncle or son or something, I don't know. Also picked up, of course, The Day the Earth Stood Still, and this has a real good 70-minute documentary on the movie as well. One of the better movies from the 90s. Music. It's kind of a musical, but Amadeus. And of course, F. Murray Abraham is great in this movie. This is where he became a star, was from this movie, Amadeus. On 4K. Also picked up the Klaus Kinski Crawl Space, which is part of the Kino Cult line of movies, number 26 in Kino Cult. I enjoyed that.
That was good. I've heard good things about that.
Yeah. From Umbrella, came out this week. This is the 4K version of Hardware, the Australian whacked out, really off the wall. I watched this and loved it, so I ordered the 4K on it.
That was with what, Dylan McDermott?
Yeah, Dylan McDermott. We watched it on Discord one night.
Did Amadeus win the Oscar?
Yes, it did. And this is 423 out of number 5,000, so pretty low number.
You're so close to 420.
I know. The DVD version of Forbidden Planet. Pick that up.
Oh, you got that?
I got
Nice.
the Blu-ray. Got a
I
bunch of
gotta
extras
pick that
on it. And last but not least, I got the box set of True Blood.
Is it a nice art? Is it a nice box set?
Yeah, it's basically like the Falling Skies. It's got the individual seasons inside.
Yeah, well, that one has like a thicker box, the Falling Skies. Is that like
Yeah.
a nice thick box set?
This is a nice thick, box set. Yeah,
'Cause I was gonna say that Falling Skies one is really thick.
not as thick as
That's
that,
why I
but
want.
pretty
That's why
close.
I wanted it because that was like a really nice Falling
And
Skies.
this is back.
Nice
This
box
is
set.
back when HBO. If you ever had The Sopranos on disc or anything, and by this way, The Sopranos is one of the sets that rots. Unfortunately,
Sopranos rots.
yeah, Sopranos rots. The HBO sets are great because they have all the extra stuff that HBO has run, like the previous on, the next on, all the
Yeah.
little webisodes for the show, and
that
all the
you can-
documentaries. And
yeah.
every episode has like a commentary. This is when they did box sets really nice. HBO box sets.
Because the Falling Skies is like that too.
But yeah, so that's
Yeah,
basically
True-
it for this week.
True Blood's really good. I liked it.
Yeah, True Blood's really good. Now that I'm watching it, as I told Dylan, like every character is fucking annoying as shit in the show, but it's still good. I still enjoyed it. And if you watch it, you're going to see so many actors that are in
Are
stuff
huge.
now that
Yeah.
are huge now. They got their start in that show. So yeah, I'd
Yeah.
watch it.
Nah.
Oh, it's one of those
True Blood's
shows.
sick.
It's one of those shows where the first, say, 5 seasons are the best, and they didn't exactly stick the landing that well in the last season. But that's true of a lot of shows, so
Yeah.
it doesn't make it any worse or better. I'd recommend it. There's
Yeah.
not too many of those early HBO shows like Oz and True Blood, Sopranos. What are some of the other ones? Rome. There's so many good the Deadwood. There's so many good HBO shows back in the day.
Yeah, I was actually gonna pick up Deadwood. I've never seen it though.
Deadwood's great.
It only went like 2 or 3 seasons, right?
3 seasons, and then they did a wrap-up movie
A movie.
long time later.
So I think you can get the 3 seasons for like $20. It's really
Yeah,
cheap.
it's not that. I get the Blu-ray. It's a little bit more money, but
Yeah, I might snag the DVD and down the road we'll see. Oh, have you noticed like a lot of Amazon stuff has been on sale lately? I think they're having a lot of trouble selling stuff recently, man.
oh, I don't know.
I think so, man. So yeah, that wraps up week 1 of
Yes.
March Madness, man.
Yeah, we did. Me and Two Gun was streaming. I think we got up to season 2 of Z Nation on Discord. We got to do season 3. We got to start back up again.
I gotta get Z Nation. That's another one. I gotta get Walking Dead too. I want to get the Walking Dead set, that box set that I think Lionsgate actually put that out.
Yeah, and those are all stacked too.
I
We
watched
almost
a
went
few
off
of the
the
Z
individual
Nation,
seasons.
but I never. You and Two Gun watched way more than me.
Yeah.
I
We
think
watched
I
the first 2
first
seasons. I
couple.
think
Yeah, I watched the first couple.
we got to get back up and we'll
Maybe
finish
a
it up.
couple. Yeah, from the first couple I watched, I liked, but yeah. There's a set for Walking Dead. I don't know about Z
Yeah,
Nation.
there's a set for Z Nation. I got a Blu-ray set. If you can look around and find it fairly cheap.
Yeah. Was it region free? Was
I
it
think it was
region?
region free.
Okay. Yeah, Two Gun says you got to continue that. Um,
Oh, you know another one that rots? Like, and these are DVD sets. The WB, the Smallville set rots. The Supernatural set rots.
luckily, my Supernatural's Blu-ray,
Yeah.
and my Sopranos is Blu-ray too.
Yeah, my Smallville is Blu-ray. You got Smallville, I see back there too. So
Yeah. I got that for Christmas because it was super cheap. I actually wasn't gonna, but I got it, and I'm glad though because now you're saying the DVD rots. That's what scares me though about the DVD stuff because I'm like,
it seems like it's just Warner Brothers is mainly the
yeah.
problem.
Was that where that Briscoe County? Oh, that's Warner Brothers.
That's Warner Brothers too. Yeah.
What does rot mean?
The discs go bad. They basically
That's
Either
like,
get cloudy or the glue starts
cloudy.
falling off them and they don't play.
yeah, they get like cloudy, and it's like they're like not they're not like, they don't have like that shininess of them.
Yeah.
Then they kind of like get flat. It's like
Yeah, I mean the way the discs are
almost
set
like
up,
they
discs.
dry out. It's like
Yeah,
they literally dry out.
it's the glue they use to glue the two layers of the disc together. Go bad and they don't play.
So fucking Warner Brothers is using some fucked up ass glue that's
Yeah,
making
whatever.
it go bad. So yeah, we kicked off March Madness with Jacob's Ladder. It looks like Robbie's gonna be doing Lizard in a Woman's Skin tomorrow night.
That's coming out in a 4K soon.
Is it?
Yeah. Never
Looks
seen
like,
it.
and Fable is doing Flatliners, the original.
Oh, okay, I never saw the new one.
I don't think I have either.
Yeah,
And
probably sucks.
that'll be the day after Robbie, so Tuesday. And then looks like Verno's doing House by Cemetery, which,
Great
you
movie.
know, me and you love House by
Love that movie.
Cemetery. And then next week we'll be kicking off week 2 with a movie called Bliss from 2019. Kind of like one that I feel like people don't talk about a lot, and I haven't seen it since it first came out. I figured it might be a cool one to do. I think it was a Shudder exclusive back in the day, but it was a cool one. One of those. The chick is she's like an artist, and she's on a deadline, and she does this drug to kind of help her meet this deadline, and it's like this brand new drug called Bliss. But it was I really liked it when I first saw it, and I just don't hear a lot of people talk about it. So
Is it on Shudder?
it should be on Shudder still, yeah.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, that fucking Flatliners VHS you got, Two Gun, looked fucking clean as hell. Did you have 2, or was that just one tape? You sent 2 photos, but that VHS you had was clean, dude. Looks like next week. So we're doing Bliss. Next week, Robbie's doing Dead Ringers. Verno's doing The Machinist. And it looks like Fable's not doing one next week. So, yeah. We're doing Bliss next week from 2019. Let me see. It should be on Shudder still. It was a Shudder exclusive, so it's got to still be on there. What the fuck?
Hey, does
It's not on there. They got Magic though, which we're doing. We're not next week is Bliss. The week after we're doing the Anthony Hopkins Magic.
is Joe Bob starting this week?
I was just gonna say something because I saw something on.
Into the week? I think he starts into the week. I think this coming
Wouldn't
Friday.
it be Friday though?
Yeah, Friday. Next Friday.
I think so. Yeah, March 7th.
Yep.
Yep. So this week, that'll be cool. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck. Dude, that shit was on fucking. Oh, well, it's on Prime. Bliss is on Prime, Scarphead.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's weird though that they took it off Shudder.
Walk up and down the street here, and the minute they see me, they run across the street, and I'll tell you why. They don't pay their doctor bills, that's why. They better get you over.
But yeah, so fuck you, motherfucker. Yeah, so
I'm telling you.
Bliss is on Amazon Prime. Dude, I have a fade, bro.
Hey Mo.
Motherfucker didn't have one. But yeah.
Oh, but this is a
try
better
to.
one right here. That look at that.
Dude,
That's fucking
I
Dylan,
should
man.
have
That is
in there.
Dylan. That could be Dylan's dad.
You, dude. Fuck you. So yeah. Next week, Bliss. So at least anybody can watch it on Prime. So that's not bad.
Yeah, commercials.
And, No, there's no commercials for me.
My Prime has commercials, man.
It's only like $2 for no fucking
Fuck that.
commercials.
Well,
$2.
well,
You
Blow me
can
pesos. You ain't getting $2 out of me.
Prime. Prime is good. I like Prime.
Yeah.
Prime is one of the main ones I use.
Tubi's better now. Tubi's great. Have you been on Tubi lately?
No,
Tubi's got so many good things on there. It's free.
really.
The commercials are horrible. I will tell you that. they really, you get commercials every, and it's always the same fucking commercial.
I know. That's the
But
worst
they
part.
got a lot of good stuff. But they got terrible commercials.
Yeah.
Prime, I
Yeah,
think
that-
I only get a commercial before the thing starts, so it's not a big
Right.
deal. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, we'll be here next week, next Sunday for Bliss. And yeah, go check it out on Amazon Prime. And I appreciate everyone came and hung out for the kickoff of March Madness. And as always, man, I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Have a great week, and we will see you next time, y'all. Peace out, y'all.
Thank you.